It has been a long road, but the 2017-18 high school sports season has reached its final day. 8 titles up for grabs in boys and girls lacrosse, softball, and baseball. Let's dive right on into the highlights. An all-Chittenden County affair in the D1 baseball final at Centennial Field. 4th-seeded South Burlington doing battle with number 3 Colchester. Both offenses threatening early. Defense too good, though. Seamus McGrath throwing out Thomas Visosky at second. Wolves get on the board in the second. Chance O'Connor dropping one in. John Tebow coming around to make it 1-0 in favor of SB next inning. Tebow at the plate, and he shoots one to left. That will bring Ethan Klesch around. Wolves open up a 3-0 lead. The Laker offense would respond, though. Down 3-1, bottom 3. Chase Carey with the little flare to center. That'll drop in. Tyler Daniels scores. Visosky would tie the game an inning later on a sac fly, but with second and third and 2 outs, top 5, Ben Tate delivers the biggest hit of his life off the end of the bat. Hits the foul line. 2 runners come in to score to make it 5-3 South Burlington. And in the 7th, Sammy Premsager slamming the door. South Burlington takes this one 5-3. It is their first state crown in 11 years. The D3 final, a battle of top 2 seeds. Top-seeded Windsor taking on Green Mountain. Good start for the Chieftains in this one. Bases loaded, top 1. Ryan McSally taking one off the shoulder. That counts as an RBI, folks. 1-0 Green Mountain, but Seth Balch works his way out of the jam with just 1 run allowed, ending the inning on a strikeout. In the bottom half, Jackets get on the board via Duncan Fraser, a knock that plates Ryland Richardson. They take a 3-2 lead into the bottom of the 5th, and that's when that Windsor offense explodes. Justin Smith up the middle to play the pair and give the Jackets a 7-2 edge, and they weren't done just yet. Balch sending one over the second base bag as well. That'll drive in another one. It had turned into a great day for him as he pitches the complete game. Great year for Windsor. They win 10-2. They pull off a sweep of the D3 football, boys and girls hoops, and baseball titles this school year. The D2 baseball final underway right now as we speak. Lake Region and Lamoille scoreless in the second. We've got highlights of that one coming up for you at 11 o'clock. The opener of a triple-header in softball state finals at Castleton. D3 second seed Oxbow and number 5 Fairfax. The Olympians take a quick lead with 2 runs at the bottom of the first. Skylar Hansis scoring on the wild pitch, and Melanie Neal with the slow grounder to short. No play. Madison Fornwalt scores to make it 2-0 Oxbow. Fairfax gets one back in the second. Sydney Rooney with a little pop fly down the third baseline. That one falls into short left. Madison Murphy scores to make it 2-1. Then, though, the pitchers take over. Oxbow's Fornwalt and Taylor Mitchell of BFA-FAIRFAX mowing down batters left and right. Best chance for Fairfax in the 6th. They get a runner to third with 2 outs, but Fornwalt getting the inning-ending strikeout to end the threat. Top 7 now, 2 outs. A fly ball to center, and Avery Tetro going to make a great grab on this one. Oxbow edging Fairfax 2-1 to win a 2nd straight D3 state title. A picture-perfect afternoon for the D1 softball final. Essex and Mount Anthony in a rematch of last year's epic one by MAU. Essex taking a 1-0 lead in the first on a Jamie Moran grounder that scores Emily Harvey. Mount Anthony, though, would answer in the 4th. Pitcher Taylor DeCranian roping it to right. Jamie Boyle scores on the double. This game tied at 1 apiece. Same score in the 5th now. McKenna Thorne coming out of the plate for Essex, and she launches one deep, way gone to right, a home run at Hornets, taking a 2-1 lead. They add an insurance run in the 6th with a runner on third. Moran beating out this ground ball. Molly Brians scores 3-1 Essex, and that would turn out to be a big run because with 2 outs in the 7th, Rachel Jones sending one to the gap in left center. Katie O'Brien scores on the triple. It's a 1-run game, but 1 pitch later, Caitlin Toth gets the pop fly to shut the door. Essex completes a perfect season with a 3-2 win and a D1 state title. The last softball game of the day in D4, Whitchester currently leading Proctor 7-4 in the 5th. Again, we'll have full highlights for you at 11 o'clock. Back to Burlington for the D2 Girls Lacrosse Championship. Top seed defending champion Green Mountain Valley battling number 2 U32. Raiders up 9-6 in the second half. Emily Kremens coming up with a huge stop to deny Emma Austin off the free position. Later in the half, Mackenzie Lorian streaking in from the wing. Kremens with another stick save. U32 in a good spot, but GMVS had a comeback back in them. Ellie Lundberg finding Maggie Beardsley off the free position. That deficit down to 2. Then it's Austin to Lundberg. Stop it on a dime, turns around, beats Kremen low to high. The champs back within a goal, but they could never quite catch up. Another free position in the final seconds. Beardsley can't hang on. Erica Wybe will scoop up the ground ball, but her pass just sails on her. That allows U32 to run out the clock. Raiders take this one 9-8. They claim their first state title since 2014. And finally, the D1 boys title game. CVU looking for a 6th straight crown as they battled BFA. Redhawks took a 7-3 lead late into the second quarter and kept firing. Walter Braun the rip, about 1:20 to go in the half to push it to 5. 40 seconds later, Nate Katita finding a cutting Charlie Averill. That makes it 9-3 CVU. 30 seconds after that, Braun lowering his shoulder, bouncer, deadly. Hawks up 10-3 at the break. Now BFA would try to fight their way back in it in the second half. Matt Kennedy circling the net for the unassisted tally to get them back within 6 at 10-4. But that CVU offense just too potent. Jake Schaefer dancing near cage, hits Katita. No chance for the keeper to stop that one. On the other end, though, Andrew Tieso, well, he was stopping just about everything in net for the Redhawks. Braun and Katita would each finish with a hat trick in this game. CVU goes on to win this one 16-6. They claim their 6th straight state title. So congratulations to all the champions today. Again, we will have the highlights of those other 2 games coming up for you at 11 o'clock. Busy day. Yeah, very busy day.
Windsor, boy, football, basketball.
Unbelievable. I mean, you talk about what are the four sports that people are kind of most worried about at the beginning of the year. Those 4, and they won them all. Good for them.
Good for them, yeah. Good for everyone. Dave, one last look. Oh.
It has been a long road, but the 2017-18 high school sports season has reached its final day. 8 titles up for grabs in boys and girls lacrosse, softball, and baseball. Let's dive right into the highlights. An all-Chittenden County affair in the D1 baseball final at Centennial Field. 4th-seeded South Burlington doing battle with number 3 Colchester. Both offenses threatened early, but the defense too good. Seamus McGrath throwing out Thomas Vasoski trying to steal second. Wolves get on the board in the second, though. Chance O'Connor dropping one in. John Tebow comes around to make it 1-0 in favor of SB next inning. Tebow at the plate, and he shoots one to left. That'll play Ethan Klesch, and the Wolves open up a 3-0 lead. The Laker offense responds, though. Down 3-1, bottom 3. Chase Carey, the little flare to center. That'll drop in. Tyler Daniels scores. Vasoski ties the game an inning later on a sac fly. But with 2nd and 3rd and 2 outs, top 5, Ben Tate delivers the biggest hit of his life. Off the end of the bat, it hits the foul line. 2 runners score. That makes it 5-3 South Burlington. And in the 7th, Sammy Premsager slams the door. South Burlington wins it 5-3. It is their first state crown in 11 years. The D3 final, a battle of the top 2 seeds. Top seed Windsor taking on Green Mountain. Good start for the Chieftains in this one. Bases loaded, top 1 when Ryan McSally takes one off the shoulder. That counts as an RBI, folks. 1-0 Green Mountain, but Seth Balch working his way out of the jam with just the 1 run, ending the inning on a strikeout. In the bottom half, the Jackets get on the board via a Duncan Fraser knock that plates Ryland Richardson. They take a 3-2 lead into the bottom of the 5th, and that's when that Windsor offense explodes. Justin Smith poking one up the middle to plate a pair, giving the Jackets a 7-2 edge, but they weren't done. Balch sending one over the second base bag as well to drive in another run. It had turned into a great day for him as he pitches the complete game. Great year for Windsor. They win 10-2 and pull off the sweep of D3 football, boys and girls hoops, and baseball titles this school year. In the nightcap, top-seeded Lamoille facing number 6 Lake Region for the D2 championship. This one was all about pitching and defense. Top 2 Lamoille's Aiden Foley laying out to make the grab, helps keep those Rangers bats quiet. In the bottom of the frame, Lake Region's Parker Brown striking out the side. Brown allowed just 4 hits on the day. Scoreless in the 6th. The great chance for the Rangers. Bases loaded with nobody out, but Nick Fitzgerald gets a strikeout, forces 2 flyouts to get the Lancers out of the jam. Fitzgerald struck out 9, and he also allowed just 4 hits. Top 7 now, still scoreless. 1 on and 2 out for Dylan Gagnon, and he connects the single to left center. Noah Royer coming home. Lake Region has the first lead at 1-0. Bottom of the 7th now, Lamoille puts the leadoff man on, but Brown rallies to strike out the side. 15 strikeouts in total for the senior. Lake Region wins it 1-0, claiming the first baseball state title in school history. The opener of a tripleheader in softball state finals at Castleton today. Division III second seed Oxbow and number 5 BFA-FAIRFAX, the Olympians, take a quick lead with 2 runs in the bottom of the first. Skylar Hansis scoring on the wild pitch. Melanie Neal with the slow grounder to short. No play there. Madison Fornwalt scores 2-0 Oxbow. Fairfax gets one back in the second. Sydney Rooney, the pop fly down the third baseline. This one, it's going to drop into short left. Madison Murphy comes in to score. It's 2-1. But then the pitchers take over. Oxbow's Fornwalt and Taylor Mitchell of BFA-FAIRFAX mowing down batters left and right. Best chance for Fairfax comes in the 6th. They get a runner on third with 2 outs. But Fornwalt getting the inning-ending strikeout to end the threat. Top 7 now 2 outs. This one, fly ball to center, and Avery Tetro, well, she's going to make the grab. Oxbow edged Fairfax 2-1 to win a second straight Division III state title. A picture-perfect afternoon for the D1 softball final. Essex and Mount Anthony in a rematch of last year's epic title game won by MAU. Essex taking a 1-0 lead in the first. Jamie Morgan grounder scores Emily Harvey, but Mount Anthony would answer in the 4th. Pitcher Taylor DeCranian roping it to right. Jamie Boyle scoring on the double. This game tied at 1 apiece. Same score in the 5th. McKenna Thorne at the plate for Essex, and she launches this one deep. Get up and get out. Home run Hornets taking a 2-1 lead. They would add an insurance run in the 6th with the runner on third. Morin beating out the ground ball. Molly Bruin scores 3-1 Essex, and that would turn out to be a big run because with 2 outs in the 7th, Rachel Jones sending one to the gap in left center. Katie O'Brien scores on the triple. We've got a 1-run game, but 1 pitch later, Caitlin Toth gets the pop fly to shut the door. Essex completes a perfect season with a 3-2 win and a D1 state title. The last softball game of the day in Division 4, a wild one between top seed Whitchester and number 3 Proctor. Wild first inning as the teams combined for 9 runs in the frame, 3 for Proctor in the top of the first. Whitchester, though, well, they responded with 6 runs. Chelsea Trask with a line drive to center. Haley Mears hustling all the way around from first, beating the throw. The Mountaineers led 6-3 after 1. It's 7-4 in the 5th. Proctor rallying with a 3-run inning. Sydney Wood's sinking liner falls into short left. Sarah Pecor scores. Then later, Wood on second. She tries to take third. The throw gets away. Wood coming around to score as the Phantoms fight back to tie the game at 7. Stays that way until the bottom of the 7th inning. 2 outs. Runner on third. Whitchester freshman Tony Turner. Well, she goes up the middle and brings home Amelia Matrick with the game winner. Walk it off, Whitchester. They take it 8-7, win their first D4 softball state title. Back-to-back softball state titles. Back to Burlington for D2 girls lacrosse championship. Top seed defending champ Green Mountain Valley battling number 2 U32. Raiders up 9-6 in the second half. Emily Cremens, huge stout to deny. Emma Austin off the free position later in the half. Mackenzie Lorian streaking in from the wing. Cremens stick save here. U32 in a good spot. GMVS had a comeback in them, though. Ellie Lundberg feeding Maggie Beardsley off the free position, cutting the deficit to 2. Then Austin to Lundberg, stopping on a dime, turning around. She beats Cremens low to high. The champs back within a goal. They could never quite catch up. Another free position in the final seconds. They could not score. U32 goes on to win this game 9-8. To the D1 boys title game, CVU looking for a 6th straight title as they battled BFA. Redhawks took a 7-3 lead late in the second quarter. They kept firing. Walter Braun the rip with about 1:20 to go. Push in the half, pushing the game to 5. 40 seconds later, Nate Katita finding a cutting Charlie Averill to make it 9-3 CVU, and about 30 seconds after that, Braun lowers his shoulder. The bouncer Deadly Hawks up 10-3 at that point. They would go on to win this game 16-6 and claim their 6th straight state championship. So congrats to all of them. Extended highlights reaction coming up later this week.